Hello, second graders. In our mini lesson today, I'm just going to go over the basics of how to log into Google Chrome and Google Classroom and make sure that you know how to use the Google Forms to take your quizzes and do your math reviews and reading reviews and all of that this week. So the first thing you do, of course, is you're going to go to classroom.google.com. And if you're sharing a computer with somebody, you might already see them logged in. If you've logged in before, you might even see yourself there. If it's not you, make sure that you log in as a different person. Make sure that you put in your Google password. I'm going to pretend that I'm Tirsa for right now, just to kind of show you how things work. So thank you, Tirsa, for that. First thing you do when you log in is you're going to see your classes in these little squares up here, and you can click on each class to see what you need to do that day. If yours don't look like this, that's okay. You can actually rearrange them and put them in any order you wish. I suggest putting some of your more important ones up at the top, the ones you're going to do every day, like math, reading, spelling, language, but you can arrange them however you want. Now let's say you want to go ahead and start with our math activities for the day. So you'll click on the math square, and over in this corner you're going to see your upcoming assignments, but where you really want to go most of the time is up here at classwork. If you click on classwork, you're going to see what you need to do each day in your math class. So let's say I logged in, I've gotten into my math classwork. For Monday, you will start with a math review. So we click on the math review for Monday, and first read your instructions. You're going to answer each question in the Google form. Use scratch paper to do your work if needed. Please make sure you have some paper and pencil handy so that you can do some of the work. You'll click on the link to this Google form, and that's going to open up, and this is where you're going to record your answers for your math work for the day. Of course, don't forget to put in your first and last name. And then you'll just go through each of the questions, making sure that you type your answer accurately. For example, in this first one, round the number 76 to the nearest 10. Well, we of course know that that answer is 80. So you would type in the answer 80. You'll do that for all of your questions. Just click on where you would put your answer. You notice if you skip a question, it's going to tell you that this is a required question. It will not let you submit your answers unless you put an answer for all of the questions. So if you're not sure about one, just take your best guess, and I'll look at those and go over the things that we need to work on later. So we have a lot of them that you just fill in the answer to the question. You will have some word problems that you will need to do. For example, on this one, on Monday, Robert read for 87 minutes. On Tuesday, he read for 69 minutes. How many more minutes did Robert read on Monday than Tuesday? Well, on your scratch paper, you're going to write 87 minus 69, since this is a how many more problem, and you'll solve 87 minus 69 and find that your answer is 18 minutes. And you notice there is room for you to type your label, so don't forget to do that. Other questions are going to be multiple choice. For example, this one, a cup of water is 8 ounces. Doctors recommend you drink 8 cups of water each day. How many ounces are in 8 cups? Well, this one, since we're trying to figure out how many ounces there are in 8 cups, we have groups and things that are in a group. So that's kind of a clue, especially with the each, that we're going to do multiplication to solve this problem. So using your multiplication chart, circles and stars, an array, whatever strategy works for you, you'll solve 8 times 8, and you'll find out that the answer is 64 ounces. So you'll click on just that answer. You'll go through and read and answer all of the questions on the Google form. And when you are finished, you will hit submit. Now, do you notice if I hit submit right now, it's going to take me back to all of the questions that I haven't answered, which I think is a great tool. So make sure you do your very best and give me your best guess or your best answer on each problem. But once you've gone and you've filled in all the ones that you haven't done, then you'll hit submit, and it's going to give you a message saying that your answers have been recorded, and that's all you need to do for that review. When you're done, you can leave that page, and let's see what is in some of the other classes. So you go over here, you see this little thing that has 3 parallel lines. If you click on that, you can click at the top to just go back to all the classes, or you can pick one from the menu on the side. So if we go to reading, you're going to have something very similar. There is a link here to Epic if you need to use that to find some more books to read if you don't have a lot at home. But the main thing is go up to classwork. You'll hear me say that a lot. Go to classwork. And you will have some reading practice reviews that you need to do each day. Let's take a quick look at this one. You'll click on the Google form. Make sure you fill in your name, and you need to make sure you answer the questions. There's only like 4 on the reading, so it's not that bad. But you have your reading selection. These are questions to answer either while you're reading or before you're reading. Here is your reading selection for the week, and then you have a couple of questions to answer afterwards. You'll have a couple different kinds of questions. You might have some that are fill in the blank or where you just type in your answer. You'll have some, if they have the squares by them, that means you can have more than one answer. This one's asking you to select all of the following that are characters in the story. So you can click 1, 2, 3, or more that answer the question. And number 4 is another example of a multiple choice question. So you only need to pick one. Again, when you're done, submit and make sure that it has accepted your answers, and then you're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of that. If we look at spelling, if you look at your classwork, really for this, you just are going to use Spelling City and make sure you complete at least 5 activities and then do the spelling test me at the end of the week, and that's going to count as your spelling test. So that's pretty much what we've been doing, except for the spelling test will be the spelling test me activity at the end of the week. And last, we're going to look at language. In language, let's go up to classwork. In language, your main assignment is going to be the daily edit. You click on daily edit. There is a file that you can print out and complete, or if you do not have access to a printer, you can just correct the sentences and answer each item on a piece of paper. And that's okay. You do it either way that works for you. If you click on here, this is what we've been doing all year or most of the year. If you can't print it out, just have it up on the screen. And again, write your answers on a separate piece of paper. This is just practice. We will have a short quiz at the end of the week that'll just ask you to correct some sentences and tell me which sentences are written correctly. I'll go over that later this week. So let's go back and look at our classes just to review. You have all of your classes. When you're ready to do one, click on it, go to classwork, and then see what you need to do each day this week. When you are done, don't forget to click on your initial and make sure that you sign out. That way, everything is saved. When you're ready to sign in again, everything will be ready for you. I hope that has been helpful. And if you have any questions, please give me a Class Dojo message or send me an email, and I will do my best to help you with the questions that you have. Until later, I love you, and bye-bye.